12 The School Hike. This is Unit 12, Part 1, The Bus Ride. It focuses on past simple verbs and a school trip to a farm. Part 1 Summary. Keywords: a farm, a trip, an animal, quiet, to move. Story summary. Last week, Olov organized a school trip for the students. They traveled by bus. The bus moved fast. Nimmo was quiet. She looked out the window. There were green mountains on the right and a river on the left. It was very different from Somalia. The bus stopped by an old farm. There were cows, sheep, and an old, black horse in the field. The students looked at the animals. Nimmo patted the horse, and Sita picked grass for the cows. Jonas and Hassan looked at the sheep. Grammar focus, verbs, past simple, page 241. Examples: stop stopped, look looked, pat patted, pick picked, move moved. The speech bubbles show a contrast between. Usually, present simple. I talk on the phone a lot. I wash my hair every morning. I watch the news every day. Last week, past simple. I talked on the phone very little. I washed my hair every evening. I watched the news on Saturday. Let's talk, discussion questions. Why were the students on the bus? What did it look like outside? Which animals were in the field? Talk about a type of animal you like. Why do you like it? Do you like to go on school trips? Why and why not? Talk about a trip you remember. This is Part 2 in the forest from Unit 12, The School Hike. It continues the story of Olov and his students on a nature trip and introduces new vocabulary and experiences in the forest. Part 2 Summary. Keywords: a backpack, a forest, a hill, a lake, to laugh. Story summary. Olov and the students walked into the forest behind the farm. They all had backpacks with tasty food and warm clothes. Olov talked about plants, trees, birds, fish, and wild animals. He talked about foxes, bears, wolves, elks, and deer. The students listened. It was very interesting. They walked across a little river and up a hill. There was a beautiful lake ahead, so they stopped. They had lunch around a campfire. Maria screamed when a squirrel jumped from a tree. She was sure it was a monkey. Everybody laughed. Let's talk, discussion questions. What was in the backpacks? What did the students see where they walked? What happened to Maria? Do you think Olov enjoyed the trip? Why and why not? What do you think of hiking? Plan a school trip with your class. Where do you want to go? Why? Talk about it. Part 3 The Way Back. Keywords: a river, carefully, loudly, quickly, slowly. It was time for the class to go back. A huge elk moved slowly across the river. It was very close to them, and Maria screamed loudly again. Image with labels: elk, river. The students turned on their mobile phones quickly because they wanted to take pictures. Nimmo and Maria carefully picked some tall, white flowers, and Hassan picked mushrooms. Olov talked interestingly about different types of mushrooms. He explained, many types of mushrooms are tasty, but be careful. Some of them are poisonous. Image with labels: flowers, mushrooms. There were a lot of insects in the forest. Hassan didn't like them, so he waved his arms and shouted loudly. On the bus back, Olov and the students talked quietly. They had many new experiences in just one day. Minigrammar adverbs, page 254. Image: man at a sign, move slowly, talk quietly, walk carefully. Let's talk. What happened by the river? Hassan, Nimo and Maria picked something on the hike. What? What was Hassan afraid of? Maria screamed twice on the hike. Do you think she enjoyed the day? What do you think the students learned from the school trip? Part for the next day. Keywords: an insect, next, to agree, to remember, to think. The next day, Olov and his class talked about the school trip. Olov, so, what do you think of the hike yesterday? Ali, I think we walked too quickly. I was very tired last night. Nimo, I don't agree. I think we walked too slowly. Hassan, we walked carefully, not slowly. The school trip was fine, but I hated the insects. Maria, I was really stressed all day because I'm afraid of snakes. Nimo, and you screamed loudly when the squirrel jumped from the tree. Images with labels: squirrel, insect, snake. Jonas, I learned a lot about nature yesterday. Now I want to go on hikes with my friends. Olov, that's great, Jonas. Just remember to move quietly when you're out in nature. Let's talk. What happened in class the next day? How was the school trip for Ali? How was the trip for Hassan? Which animals do you like best? Why? Discuss. Do you think there are any dangerous animals in Norway? Discuss. This is a vocabulary page titled Animals, focusing on singular and plural forms of animal nouns. It is visually organized with images and labels to help learners understand and remember the pluralization of different animals. Paw prints animals, singular and plural. Left page. Singular. Plural. A cat. Many cats. A chicken. Many chickens. A cow. Many cows. A dog. Many dogs. A pig. Many pigs. A horse. Many horses. A pony. Many ponies. A sheep. Many sheep, same form. Right page. Singular. Plural. A bear. Many bears. An elk. Many elks. A reindeer. Many reindeer, same form. A bird. Many birds. An owl. Many owls. A wolf. Many wolves. A fox. Many foxes. A fish. Many fish, same form. Grammar notes. Some animal plurals are regular: cat cats, dog dogs. Others are irregular. Wolf wolves, FV plus S. Fish fish, sheep sheep, reindeer reindeer, same for singular or plural. Pony ponies, YIES.